Hey guys, Barco Pairs coming to you again with a ban list prediction. This is a ban list of my own prediction on which I believe the cards are shown here may or may not hit the ban list. Now, I shall get on with it. So anyway, I've been looking around and I've been noticing a lot of people are doing something for September ban list. A lot of people are looking forward to it. Some people not so much. But a lot of people have been putting their predictions up, so I thought I may as well put some up. Now, I don't agree with a lot of people's prediction. I see a lot of stupid things, and mainly it's just people crying about E-Dragons, like, E-Dragons, I don't think that the E-Drags will get hit, but I will explain that later on in the video. So, I put two Thunderbird to start off with. Thunderbird, it's a good card. You can use it in a lot of decks. You can use it in the Chain beatdown or the Black Garden beatdown, which I've shown you. You obviously can use it in Evil Swarms, and I've noticed some people taking it in other places. So it can actually do okay. And I reckon if it gets put to 2, it won't get missed to 2. So I don't really think Evil Swarms will get hit, but I feel that if a card is going to get hit, it may be Thunderbird, because you know, I feel that it might be. If they hit anything else, it may slow the deck down too much. Then we got Brotherhood of the Fire-Fist Bear. I think Brotherhood of the Fire-Fist Bear is most likely going to get hit because of the fact that it's useful in quite a lot of top tier decks right now. Obviously, it's useful in Fire-Fist. It's also useful in fucking wind-ups and just other things. I even use it in Black Garden Beatdown. So, you know, it's just good text. Good text. So if it's put to 2, I think it will probably be good. I don't think anyone's going to have a disagreement with Bear at 2, because I rarely see people running this at 3 unless they're running Fire-Fist itself, but I don't really notice a lot of people running Fire-Fist anymore, because I think this format, they kind of just got overtaken by Mermail's Prophecy and E-Drags, even Evil Swarm in some retrospect. I think Evil Swarm are just so much more consistent than Fire-Fist. But anyway, then we got Spellbook of Judgment. Now this is a card which I definitely believe is going to get touched by the ban list, only because of the fact of pretty much it makes the guy who's running spellbooks plus 100. And for someone to say, oh yeah, but they might not draw that much, who the fuck is going to play Judgment without having a shit ton of plays? Like, come on. And it's like, you know, even that, after you've done all that, you can special summon a spellcaster from your deck. So, you know, fucking High Priestess, I got you out pretty fucking easily. Oh, also, I'm going to summon the ones from my hand, but you know, obviously they'd probably do that next turn because of the fact of they plus 100, but then again, a funny thing to do is just use Eradicator and call spells in the end phase. Oh, it's so funny. But anyway, High Priestess could be put down to something. I'm not exactly entirely sure. I don't believe it will, but it's just, it might. I don't think so. It's not too broke, but it might. It's just that little thing of me thinking maybe it will, but I don't think it will. But just if someone has like an opinion on if they do think High Priestess may actually get hit, please leave your opinion. I just put it here just to generally be the example for Judgment, but you know, it might get hit. Now we're going into the Mermail thing. Now, a lot of these are just examples, but I'll get down to it. I believe if anything is going to get hit, it is between these 4. Now, I don't think they would hit all of them. They're going to hit one of them. The most likely ones, in my opinion, is Sphere or Linde, or Lind. Dragons might actually get hit as well. So, I think Dragons might get hit more than Lind, because Dragons is a good searcher. But in my opinion, Sphere is going to get hit and put to 2 only because of the fact of Megalo gets the stupid search of Sphere. You set the Sphere, you go for your Linde play, and obviously, you know, you set yourself up even more. So that's my main reason of what I think is going to happen to the Mermails. Megalo is a nice little beater, but if they hit it, I think it could slow down the deck just a tiny bit and it won't have as much oomph as it used to. I know obviously you do have every fucking thing else. Yeah, I said that stupidly. I know you have so much more stuff, but it's just to the point of Megalo's really the only one which seems to be like, yeah, I feel comfortable special summoning this, because the one that where you discard 3, it's a real hand killer. So, you know, you could, well, obviously, you know, if you've got dragons and heavy infantry with a marksman, that's just stupid, but, you know, I'm just saying. Now I'm going into the dragon rule a bit. I know I said at the beginning I don't think dragon rulers are going to get hit, but these are the babies. Now, a lot of people put the big monsters down, but what really sets up E-Drags? The babies. The babies have been setting E-Drags up ever since they were released. So in my opinion, if anything is going to get hit, it's going to be these. These things just set up. They set up for a special summon. You've already got one level 7 out, then you can banish the 2 which we discarded to special summon another, and then you can just do so much shenanigans off these guys. And that's what my opinion on what will get hit if Dragon Rulers do get hit. These will probably get put to 2, but I use these at 2 anyway with my Dragon Rulers, but you know, I don't think they're going to hit Dragon Rulers because they're already earning money off them, and they want to keep earning money off Dragon Rulers, so why would they ban a deck or weaken a deck which they're earning so much money off? If they take the disadvantage from or if they make, or, oh, for God's sake, if they make a disadvantage for Dragon Rulers, it's going to really suck. Only because of the fact of Dragon Rulers, they haven't even been out for a format yet. If anything, they created a format with themselves, like Dragon Ruler, Prophecy, and Megalo, or Mermails even. Why did I say Megalo? Just, they have created this current format. Obviously, Evil Swarms are in this format, and they are tackling this format pretty well, but you know, it's mainly Dragon Rulers, Prophecy, and Mermails which have defined the format of what it truly is right now. I do not believe that they're going to touch the newest deck which they have just released. If anything, they're going to touch the older one so the newer one can just prosper. So, there's my opinion on what I believe will get hit if Dragon Rulers do get hit. But now I want to go into the Exceeds because I do have a couple of ideas of Exceeds that might get hit. Draco Sack is mainly just an example. I do not think Draco Sack will get hit. The reason I put cards up which I don't believe will get hit is just so that people can kind of understand. You know, you look at it, you recognize it, you understand it. This card is going for so much right now, it would not make sense to put this at 1, but it would make sense to put it at 2. So they could put it to 2, but I think that it would be a little bit risky because the Dragon Ruler players, they just love abusing him. But if they're going to put something to 2 or 1, it could be Big Eye. Only because Big Eye is used in more than just E-Drags. And I know so is Draco Sack. But Draco Sack isn't much as good as Big Eye. Because when people use Draco Sack in Mermails, it's like, what's the point? You already have your problem solvers. You've got heavy infantry and things like that. Same with Prophecy. Prophecy, you know, High Priestess is a problem solver itself. It just gets rid of stuff. So why put this to 2 when it's only really a problem solver in E-Drags, when you could weaken Big Eye, which a lot of other decks use. A lot of freaking Mermails and Prophecy players use Big Eye over anything else because it just gets over stuff, and it's a better problem solver than Draco Sack, as much as Draco Sack will kill a monster. But what if there's a monster that cannot be destroyed by a card effect? You can just run over it, true, but I think Big Eye would probably be the bigger option. Obviously, you want to take your opponent's monster, take their play, especially, let's say, going up against Insectors or something, and you notice that they've got their Dragonfly out, but then you stop the play. Now, obviously, they're going to do the play next turn. You could just run over it with Draco Sack, but, you know, they run triple Call of the Haunted, and they have Monster Reborn, so running over it is not an option. Taking it just destroys that factor, and that's why I think Big Eye, out of Draco's second Big Eye, will get hit. Now, Ophion is here just because it's Ophion. Ophion is fucking dumb in himself. I am an Evil Spawn player personally, so I know how stupid this guy is. Pretty much first turn Search for Infection, hands down, is good. I think every Evil Spawn player will agree. It's a stupid play, and it just sets you up for the whole game. So anyway, guys, that's my opinion. If anything, my opinion on Ophion, he most likely won't get hit, but if he does, he'll be put to a 2. So, yeah, that's my general opinion on what the ban list may become. Please leave a comment on your opinions on the ban list, which I have kind of, you know, put for you. I think this is probably a mature ban list. a lot of ban lists I've seen are very immature, and when I mean immature, it's like, E-Dragons, That's what I mean by immature. When people moan about E-Dragons, and I really hate it when people moan about E-Dragons, because it's a game, chill, you know? You're not going to die from a children's card game, but then again, quite a few people did die in a series. But hey, that's a cartoon, that doesn't count. But anyway guys, I'm back with players. Please leave a comment, a like and a subscribe, and I'll get back to you with a nice little deck profile with a couple of decks which I've never done before. So I'll see you guys later. Have fun.